Hey everybody, welcome back to some more RimWorld. This time we're on to Alpha 10. This time we're on to Alpha 11, not 10. Sorry, I was thinking 10 because we did 10 last time, which means new colony. Again, we gotta do a new colony, because the new version won't work with the old saves, of course. Mostly the big things this one added are zoning. You can have certain zones that people are forbid from going in or only allowed in certain areas. Very useful when there are, like, something you want to hide, when there's something you want to hide from, an area you don't want them to go into because it's maybe very far away, things like that. Or perhaps if there's very extreme weather. So, let's get another colony started. Like usual, if you're watching this on Hitbox, which link in the description if you're on YouTube if you want to catch it live next time, if you're watching this live on Hitbox, then there's a poll in the chat where you can just say, hey, I want to be in the game, and my program will randomly pick names from the chat, and you'll be a colonist in the game. And all you have to do is show up live. Now, I thought for this one, we've done the extremes. Oh yeah, you can also be on ice sheets now if you want to live on an ice sheet, but it's nearly impossible because animals never show up to hunt, and the only way you can get vegetables growing, because there's no soil, so you can't even, like, make a greenhouse. You had to use hydroponics, which is nearly impossible to survive on that early in the game. So we're going to do a mountainous area, because I like mountainous areas, and a temperate forest, because we have never done a temperate forest. Alright. Now, I had the poll in the chat going for a while, so let's go ahead and see the results. There are 17 people who picked yes of the 30 people in the chat. Let's pick the first 3. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We got some interesting choices here. I'll put that on the other monitor. So the first two here, we've got Kimmo Pronger. Kimmo Pronger. I'll just do Kimmo for the name that we all see. Kimmo, well known as probably the most well-known person in the fan base. Next, we got Emeth. Or sorry, Emeth. Emeth. I guess you're gonna be Emeth Mackenzie, which you'll never see the Mackenzie anyway. And last one, I said, oh well, because it's one of the new people. RJG619. I guess I won't change the first or last name because you won't see it anyway. Or I could just do RJG. Yep. 619. There we go. And let me move that back to the main monitor so I can see everything properly. All right. So what do we have here? We've got 3 young male colonists. Really like that they're young. Older colonists tend to have a lot of skills, but they also tend to be very slow and weak due to, like, cataracts in their eyes and bad backs and stuff. I prefer the young ones. They have a lot of time to build up their skill. Kimmo here is awesome at research and has a big passion for melee, but not very good at it yet, and a decent passion for social and decent skill in social, also a decent medic. Terrible at mining, construction, and kind of hard labor, really. So Kimmo is likely going to be a pretty peaceful researcher kind of person. Researcher, medic, and prison warden. Emeth is incapable of scary, as he calls it, which just means you can't do firefighting, which is unfortunate. Oh, Kimmo's unable to do dumb labor. That's a really big handicap. It means you can't haul things, which is very useful, being able to haul things. Emeth is unable. There's nothing he's unable to do or unskilled in, although there are things he's not very good in, other than firefighting. He's got a small passion for medicine, but not as good as Kimmo. And he's kind of jack of all trades. He's got okay construction, though. And he's probably going to be our cook early on. Yeah, he's our best cook early on, which is a shame that we don't have a proper chef, so he's going to spend a lot of time cooking until we have a better chef, and he's got a 4 in crafting. Okay, Raj, you are a credit to the team. Is Raj still in? He is, sweet. You can't do plant work, which kind of sucks. You can't cut plants or grow plants. However, Big passion for the artistic, cool. Big passion for shooting, which means you gain shooting skill quickly, which is awesome. Passion for and very talented at construction, so you're going to be great at putting up our early shelters. And you are an incredible talent in crafting, which means you are going to be making us very high quality goods both for selling and making money and for using ourselves. Which means it's really good. You are lazy though, which really sucks as a trait. You do everything 15% slower. Kimmo, however, is a fast walker, which increases movement speed, which is really nice. Jogger is a better version of that. Psychically dull, which I like. Less sensitivity to psychic things, because the bonuses of psychic things are minor. The detriments can really throw you over the edge. Postophobe, it is unethical to have bionic body parts to Kimmo, so I can't soup up Kimmo. Emeth, on the other hand, is a postophile, which means he's much happier if he has bionic body parts, so he is a candidate for a super soldier, although he's not a very good soldier. He's a pessimist, so his mood is always much lower, so he's easier to break. That's unfortunate. And he has a green thumb, extra growing skill. It's not really a big bonus. And Raj is also postophobe. That sucks. He doesn't like bionic body parts because he's got passion for shooting. I'd like to make him a bionic soldier. Makes sense, though, that why he's so amazing at crafting. He grew up as a tinkerer, and as an adult, he became an engineer. Those are both huge bonuses to crafting and help with construction. Shame he can't do plant work, but I think we can put him to work plenty, just fine. All right. Let's get pumped. Now, the last 2 colonies we made, we never had a colonist die on us. Through hours worth of sessions. We got lucky. And I've got a lot of talent. So, let's see how this goes. First thing I want to say, I like that there are so many boars here. I love hunting boars because boar skin is, boar leather is heat resistant, good against fire. And you get a lot of it, and boars have a lot of meat. They're a little dangerous to hunt. It's worth it. Raj, you're our shooter, so you're taking the rifle. Neither of these are any good at shooting, so I guess we'll have Kimmo take the pistol. Or no, Kimmo has a passion for melee. He'll take the knife. And Emeth is just bad at combat in general. He'll take the pistol, it's easy to use. I'll let them know that they're allowed to use the medicine and the food. Let them know they're allowed to use all the wood and steel here for construction. Let's get our bearings. Oh, you're allowed to use this food too. We could block that up pretty easily. Oh, sweet muffalo too. That's another really high food one. Okay. So let's look at areas where we could cut the map to help have a unified defensive front. An obvious answer, make a wall along here, and we all live within here. And if we need more room, we can tunnel. Another good one we could do is right here. That wouldn't be bad. I don't want to be anywhere in here with all these walls that people could just travel in from. So I'm thinking we're going to colonize all in here. This is going to be our colony. So let's go ahead and get the planning going. We're just going to have this like planned wall here just for future reference of what not to go past. We also, within our walls, have a geyser, which will be great for geothermal. We have one right outside our walls, too. In fact, how many ports do we have? 1, 2, 3. That's also not far. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 geysers on the map already. That's really good for generating power. Some of them are kind of far away, but 3 of them are very close, which is great. And you can sometimes find them in mountains as well, although you'll need to find a way to properly ventilate them. Remember the sappers? I know, but they will probably only be coming from one general direction. They're not going to hardcore mine all the way through a massive wall. I doubt they'll even mine through that. I think the most they'll be willing to blow through is this wall or mining through here. Either way, it's kind of one direction that we need to be cautious of. We can put the sensitive stuff back here. Yeah, we've got a good map. This is why I like mountainous maps. You'll be able to mine a lot for getting steel, and there are a lot of good natural defenses you can utilize early on. Okay, so let's get some more planning done before we start proper. I want a longhouse. Probably only need 15 by 10. And this will be the freezer. Those will be doors. That'll be where a door will be. I think you do hold a large lead for most times picked in RimWorld. You keep getting lucky on that die roll. Alright. I want wooden walls. We have a lot of wood to work with. Oops, I'll have to fix that up in a moment. Right. I want manual priorities always. You're the only one who can really cook. Wow, that is crazy crafting talent. It's a shame he's also our best warden. It's almost on par with Kimmo, though I could have Kimmo do it. You know what? It's probably better that I have Kimmo do it. Because I don't want my engineer constantly doing the non-productive things. Just so he can run away and do others. I will have hunting as a skill because he is shooting, but I'm going to have it as low priority. Only one person can do plant cutting, and that's Emeth. Which means Emeth is going to have a higher priority for tending to the farm. In fact, I'm going to do that. That works. Although it will mean he cuts trees a lot when he doesn't necessarily need to, which is kind of a pain, but it's not a huge deal. A stockpile. We can have a stockpile just right over here for now. And then, of course, we're going to have the food stockpile right here. So there's going to be a preferred one that is food and animal bodies for cooking, because that's going to be a freezer later. We're going to have a dumping stockpile that can be along there for now, just along the wall, reinforced in case someone blows through it, so that they have to stumble through there. Oh, you got a B-sod? Sorry to hear that. That sucks. It's frustrating. Are you thinking of making a base into the mountain? We'll expand it into the mountain when we need more room. I want to leave a lot of this land here, mostly for farming. Make use of as much of the soil as we can. So I want to have my usual 3x9 farms and have them right outside the longhouse, because that's where our cooking is going to go down. So the usual thing, we're going to have the potatoes, which is the first one. Some corn, rice, because it grows fast. Actually, you know what? Not even rice yet. I want to get on medical stuff right away and cotton right away, because I always end up doing that too late. And get a wooden research bench planned and ready very early. It's unfortunate that no one here has unimportant enough stuff to do hauling. I would have Kimmo do it, because Kimmo has nothing else to really do this early on. However, Kimmo is unable to do cleaning, hauling, and plant cutting, which is very unfortunate. So we're going to have to live with this for now. Just in case of a crash, let's make our initial save. Whew, that took a second. I was worried it crashed from that. I've never had the game crash. I just wanted to be safe. Stream, right? That's what I usually call these. Alright. Everyone grabbed their weapons. And while they're out here, Kimmo, you can't haul, but I'm going to tell Emeth and Raj to pick up the wood and the steel, carry as much as they can, and bring it over while they're on their way. Put their temporary beds on the ground in there just so they can be in the indoors. Let them know that they can put down wooden auto doors in those placements. Speed it up. They got a lot to work on right now, so they're going to have to get working fast. Luckily, Kimmo is the researcher, so we can get research going as soon as we have that done. Okay, good. Kimmo's already working on the research bench. That's good. Kimmo just threw up. Sometimes you start with cryo sickness now. Oh, my tea's cold. Still tastes good. And research bench done already. Nice. Need a research project. We're immediately, like usual, going straight into geothermal power. I want to get it done fast because we have a geyser right nearby and it's a very stable income of power. Day and night never gets any weaker. It's great. If you guys are going to go over there and eat and you're going to rest after, then go haul on your way back. In fact, I'll haul the food so you don't need to move so far just to get a meal. It's a good idea. Have the food close to home. So you're sleeping outside for now. There's some walls up, don't have a roof up yet. Sleeping on the dirt. It's not going to be the best sleep in the world. Also, new hairstyle sometimes they have there. Shaved sides, mohawk thing on the top. Looks kind of cool. Weird that the engineer has that, but whatever. Hey, Goldgill. I have a friend who used to watch this guy's videos on YouTube. When I saw the name in my Twitter feed, I knew I had to check it out. Who? Oh, God. That's one rough thing about this area. Boom rats live here. When you kill a boom rat, it explodes and sets fire to the area. Boom rats are rough. You don't want to fight boom rats if you don't have to. Emmeth is already getting worked on the farms. Good. He's an edgy engineer. Engineer. Fuck. Sorry, can't English. Now, haul the wood. As much as you can carry. And you don't need to move so far to build. Almost done the walls here, which will make this an enclosed building with a roof. Make him a little happier to sleep in it. Sweet. There we go. You're hauling medicine. Haul the steel first, for the sake of building. Okay. Got wood to spare still. So we're going to go ahead and close our eating area too, so we don't have animals walking by and eating our food. I already have a bit of the research done. Good. Gonna set up a lot more tree cutting. We can also set up some harvesting of the natural things of the area. Like the berry bushes. You had to harvest a lot of berry bushes to get some real food from it, but it helps. Exactly. Kimmo's researching ahead of time while everyone else is setting up the houses. Which is good, because we need that geothermal power as soon as possible. I could just get like a solar panel or something. I'd rather save that. We should get a joy thing for them early. I'm not going to be able to put much over here anyway. So I'm going to put a steel peg for playing horseshoes, which gets you small amounts of skill in, what was it, in shooting, playing horseshoes, which is useful. There we go. We have an enclosed refrigeration area. Very mild outside too, so we're okay in any kind of... we don't need to worry about extreme temperature so much in this place. Usually we do jungles and boreal forests, tundras and stuff. Where's the kitchen going to be? It's going to be in the longhouse here. We can start setting up a little bit of flooring here for the sake of movement speed, which is very, very important for making sure that your days are productive. We can use that wood for wooden floors. Very convenient since we're in a forest after all. Yeah, we're sleeping in what will be the kitchen eventually. We're going to be having our own individual cabins later. I might even build them into the side of the mountain, just to save on room that could be used for later farming when we have a bigger population. We really want to make good use of the soil.